Hello students, we are discussing on chapter sets. Previous class we discussed about universal sets, examples related to the universal sets. So let us solve some problem based on universal set. What universal sets would you propose for each of the following set? Suppose your set is a the set of right triangles. Now your question is given the set of right triangles. So what can be the universal set for this set? Our universal set here will be very easy. All of you can find. So here universal set will be set of all triangles. So if we will consider our universal set is set of all triangles, then in set of triangles you can find your set of right triangles there. Okay. Similarly, if your question will be what will be the universal set for the set of isosceles triangle, so same answer you will get for isosceles triangle if you will consider if you will take your universal set as set of all triangles. There you can find also isosceles triangle because in set of all triangles isosceles triangles are there. Problem 2. Suppose given sets set A having elements 1, 3, 5, set B elements 2, 4, 6, and set C elements are suppose 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. Now you have to find out your universal set for all these sets. So which of the following may be considered as universal set for all the above three sets? What are the sets we have taken there? Sets set A, set B, set C. Here your answers you have to choose the correct option. First bit set 5, second bit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, third bit 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Fourth bit 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now find out from these four options which option is your universal set for these three sets A, B and C. See here in set A 1, 3, 5. So where 1, 3, 5 is there? 1, 3, 5. 1, 3, 5 option 2, 1, 3, 5 option 3, 1, 3, 5 option 4. Now 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6. 2, 4, 6 in the elements 2, 4, 6 are there in option 2. 2, 4, 6 in option 3. 2, 4, 6 in option 4. Now come to C set. elements are 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 is not there in option 2. 0, 2, 4, 6, 8 is there in option 3. 0, 0 is not here. So means if we find the all the elements of set A, B and C, so where all these elements, in which option all these elements are there? In your option 3. So your third option is third set, means in option 3 the set which is present, that is the universal set for all these three sets A, B and C. So answer is third option. Next we read Venn diagrams. So what are Venn diagrams? Venn diagrams are the diagrams used to represent the relationship between sets. Venn diagrams are diagrams used to represent the relationship between sets. Venn diagrams are named after the English logician John Venn during the period 1834 to 1883. These diagrams consist of rectangles and closed curves, usually circles. So what in Venn diagram, usually we find rectangles and closed curves, usually circles. So here you write these diagrams. Consist of rectangles and closed curves, usually circles. Previously we discussed about universal set. So universal set is represented usually by rectangles universal set is usually represented by rectangles and its subsets by circles. And what are the elements of sets are represented in Venn diagram? The elements of the sets are written in their respective circles. The elements of the sets are written in their respective circles. So suppose this set, your U is the universal set. You have taken suppose U as the universal set and A is your a subset of this universal set. Subset of this universal set means A is a subset of U. So how you will represent using Venn diagram? Here we said the universal sets are represented by rectangles. So we use the rectangle to represent the universal set, and since A is a subset of U, So this set A will be represented by a circle which is inside this universal set. So this is the Venn diagram for the universal set, which is represented by a rectangle, and A, which is a subset. A, which is a subset of this universal set, it is be represented by a circle, and this circle is lying inside this universal set. Example, let us take an example so that you will be more clear. Suppose a set A is given as elements containing 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and B is a set of elements 4, 6. Here it is obvious that A is a subset of B. Here B is a subset of A. B is a subset of A because all the elements of B are in A. 4, 6 here present 4, 6. Here B is a subset of A. And you can find your universal set here. Universal set. So what is the universal set here? You say universal set. So you can take the universal set as the elements containing 1, 2, 3, 4 up to 10. So use the universal set for these two sets A and B, because here universal set we have taken all the elements from 1 to 10, and here in case of B 4, 6 which is lying here, and also in case of A 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, and these elements are inside this universal set. So you can take U as the universal set here for the both sets A and B. So how to represent this all these things using Venn diagram? See here, we will take a rectangle to represent the universal set, and since B is a subset of A, so here you take B, and B having the elements 4, 6, and previously we discussed the elements are elements of a set are represented inside that circle. So since 4, 6 are lying inside B, 4, 6 are the elements of B, so you can take the element 4 here and element 6 here. And B is a subset of A, so it will be like this, means the set B is lying inside the set A. Set A, what are the elements? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Already 4, 6 here we have taken here. So 2, 8, 10. 2, suppose this is 8 and here it is 10. Now what the elements left, the rest elements left you can write here inside the universal set. So you can write here 1, 3, 4 already we have taken, 5, 6 taken, 7, 8 is already we have taken 8, 9. So now you find all the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So this is our Venn diagram for the set A, set B and the universal set U. After Venn diagram, now we read operation on sets. Previous classes you know operations on numbers, means what are the operation you know addition operation, you know subtraction operation, multiplication, division. All these operations you know from previous classes, and all these operations are done on numbers. The operations are done on numbers. So means addition, for addition you will take minimum 2 numbers, it means a pair of numbers. A pair of numbers you have to take, and addition of 2 numbers is again a number. Similarly for subtraction you need a pair of number, minimum 2 numbers you need. Subtraction of 2 number is again a number. multiplication of two number is again a number, division of two number is again a number. All these operations you know, but here we will read operations on sets. So first operation is your union operation, union of two sets. Okay, so for this you have to take two sets. So let A and B be two sets. Minimum two sets you have to take. Then union of these two sets A and B is denoted by A union B. This is the union operation symbol, and you will read it like this: A union B. And how you will define this? And is defined by A union B. It is equal to, what are the elements of A union B? So A union B contains, it is again a set. Union of two set is again a set. So A union B is again a set. Set of which elements? Set of all those elements which are either in A or in B including those which are in both also, including those which are in both. So A union B is a set of which elements? Of elements which are either in A or in B, or the elements which are lying both A and B. The elements which are repeated will take only once. Mathematically how will define? So A union B mathematically will define like this: A union B is a set of all elements X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. For this OR we can use a symbol also: X belongs to A, or this is called OR symbol, X belongs to B. Now Venn diagram for this union operation. Venn diagram of A union B. So how will represent? As usual you know, universal set is represented by the rectangle. So U is the universal set which is a rectangle here, and A, suppose A is a set, since A is a subset of U, so A is represented by this circle, and B is a subset U, B is represented by the circle. So A union B is nothing but the elements of A and B and also common of A and B. So now all the elements of A and all the elements of B are the elements of A union B. So the shaded portion is your A union B. Now let us consider an example how to find the A union B. First example let us take. Suppose X is a set of elements 1, 3, 5. Y is a set of elements 1, 2, 3. Now you have to find X union Y. X union Y. So what are the elements? Elements of X or elements of Y, and also the common elements we will consider and we will take only once. So 1 here, here also 1, so we will write 1. Here then 2, 2, then 3, 5. So your X union Y is nothing but the all the elements of x and y and the elements which are common to 1 3 1 3 common to x and y. So all the elements of x and y, here it is x union y. Next, another example let us consider. Suppose x is a set, it is written in the elements as the set is given in roster form x such that x belongs to n and 1 less than x less than equal to 6. Previous class we discussed about intervals. So here what are the elements? List all the elements we write in tabular forms. X is a natural number and lying in between 1 and 6. 6 also included because it is written like this, less than equal to. So 1 is not considered. So 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6 will be included because it is less than equal to. Then suppose another set is y. Y is your set of all elements x such that x belongs to n and 6 less than x less than 10. So what are the elements in between 6 and 10? X is a natural number and in between 6 and 10. 6 and 10 is not included because it is strictly less than. So the elements are 7, 8, 9. Now you find a union of these two sets. Union of x and y. So x union y, therefore our x union y will be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, here 7, 8, 9. So the elements are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here no element is common in both sets. So individual elements we will write in from each set. So set A elements are 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have written, and set of the elements of set Y 7, 8, 9. So considering all the elements, it forms our X union Y set. Okay. Now some properties. Properties on this union operation. Previous class we discussed the addition operation, subtraction, multiplication, division operation, and based on those operation also you know some property. Commutative property means addition of if we'll change the order of the two numbers, means suppose if we'll add 3 plus 5, the result is 8. If we will add 5 plus 3, means order is not important. 3 plus 5 is same as 5 plus 3, both are same. This is called commutative property. Associative also you know, identity property. All these property you know in case of numbers. Now and the depending upon the operation and on the numbers you know. Now here we will discuss operation is our union operation, and instead of numbers we are taking sets. So first operation, first property is A union B is equal to B union A. Both sets are same, and this is called commutative property, commutative law. Second is A union B. If you first take A union B, then take union with another set C. This is same as A union B union C. So if we first take A union B, then unite with C, it is same as first if we will take B union C, then unite with A. This is called your associative law. Then A union phi, you know phi is a empty set. So any set if you will take union with phi set, you will get that set A, that set itself. So here this is called identity property, identity property or identity law. And which element is the identity element here? Phi. Phi is the identity element. Phi is the identity element because if you will unite any set with phi, you will get that set itself. So phi is the identity element. As you know previously, and in case of addition operation, if you are taking two numbers, say you are taking the number say 3, and if you will add with 0, you are getting that number 3 itself. So means in case of addition operation, your 0 is the identity element. Same concept here. In case of sets and union operation, your phi is the identity element. Next law is A union A equal to A. Means if you will take union of same two sets, you will get the same set. This is called idempotent law. Thank you.